Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Saturday, July 6th, 2019, with our weekly update on the market here. Before we get started in this video, we wanted to just rehash the last thing we talked about in our last video, which was a pump and dump piece of shit we wanted people to watch out for. And here it is right here. This one is IHT Real Estate. And when we did our last video, this thing pumped up 807% and had reached, there you see it's ranked right now at 432. And at the end of our video, we had warned people about this thing being a total pump and dump piece of shit, and it actually crawled up to the 36th ranking on Coin Market Cap briefly. And then let's go look at the chart. There you go. There you go. That's what I do is we come out here and we watch and we see things that just look a little bit sketchy. We try to warn people about that. Our last video, we came out here and told you to watch out. This thing is a total pump and dump piece of shit. It went from 100 to 800%. And then as soon as people came in, look at that. Just flatlined. So when I say cycling the round two of dummies out, I know people hate that, but this is exactly what that is when people cannot understand what market cap is, what 24-hour volume is, what a market is, and then they come out and see what happens to that actual coin. And I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. So let's get into our market now. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look and see where is there value right now. Because don't forget, we're sitting at 328 billion right now. We had reached almost 390, scaled back to 290. So where is that 45 billion of profit actually gone? So now what we're going to look for is our 7 to 14 days at who's actually double green. Or who's green, sorry, from the 14-day mark. So we had our massive slide within the last 14 days of that 90 billion that we missed. And let's see who's actually maintained any value. Because as we see, the money's coming back into the market, but it's not going into anything solid once again. So as we've said for the last couple of weeks, basically since April, they keep propping up the market in order to dump on really bad investors and really bad day traders. And the money's all still going back into Bitcoin and nowhere else. So on our 14-day chart right now, in our top 10 alone, Bitcoin is the only thing that is actually green in the last 2 weeks, and that's what we're looking for right now, is who's actually green in the last 2 weeks after the slide. So where is the value after the dump? And right now, so far, it's just Bitcoin, it's Chainlink, even Tezos. Forget Tezos' pump over, even though Tezos is coming back right now. Over the last 2 weeks, it's still gained 5%. Crypto.com.chain, 36%, Qtum. So in our top 30, we've got a handful. You see Dogecoin is actually coming back after it gets listed, and everything that seems like it's listed on Binance as usual gets its one-day pump, and then it just fucking disappears into nothingness again. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is I just finished watching Andreas Antonopoulos' 45-minute review of the Facebook Libra coin. I will attach that into the comment section down below. If you're still not familiar with it, then it's something you should really go and check out. All right, so now we'll mix some of this news in with with what we're checking in here. Ripple surges, and we're just over at cryptocompare.com. Ripple surges after American Express blog mentions XRP, but is simply a case of misplaced FOMO. So as you can see with XRP's chart here in the last hour or so, you can see the pump up, but that's definitely going to change. So price-wise, what have we seen over the last 2 weeks here? We've seen nothing. Ethereum still below 300. XRP still below 40 cents. Litecoin touches 120, comes back. Bitcoin Cash has actually had a little bit of love and gained a little bit of traction. EOS still below 6, should be well over 7. Binance Coin still taking the chop, should be at 35 or higher, isn't. BSV was at 225 and above, is still sitting there stagnant. And there's one I still can't understand, is how a project like Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, after all of the court and all of the many media times that this guy has been given the opportunity to prove himself and has consistently failed. So that tells you how screwed up the cryptocurrency market still is when we've got a project worth $3.65 billion and it's all brand ripoff, all scam, all intellectual rights ripoff, and family bashing, and he can't prove anything in court, but yet it's still worth 3.6 billion. And again, what we've talked about this whole time for this last year, when money comes into the market, where is it going to go? Into the product it trusts, and right now the only product it trusts is Bitcoin and Chainlink. That's fucking sad. That's really sad. It really is. So as we keep going down the list here, what else do we got that's seeing any movement at all? Monero's getting a little bit of love. Monero should be well over 100. It's coming back a little bit. Chainlink is still way overpriced. It should, honestly, Chainlink should still be in that 90 cent to dollar range. We see Neo starting to recover a little bit. Should be back up to that $20 range. Ethereum Classic is still taking it on the chops after hitting the $9 mark. And then after that, we start to see things starting to switch again. And we've always talked about watching the top 100, watching the top 200. Things are going to get replaced. And again, you go back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you'll look and you'll see this top 10 has completely changed every single year that the crypto market has been alive. And in most cases, most of those projects don't even exist anymore. So let's have a quick look at our actual market cap before we get on to a little bit of the news. And again, we're sitting at 328. We're having a little bit of a slide back right now. It looks like it's coming up, but we're actually having a little bit of a slide back. And we're still having issues getting back up to that 345 mark. And I've always talked about here, we are seriously looking, now that the trends are back from last year. We thought we had broken the trend from June 20th to June 26th. Obviously not the case. And what we fully expect to see is still the same thing that we saw last year with the big dump that's probably going to come up here in another 2 weeks or so. And then the really scary one is obviously going to be the middle of August. But I still say middle of September, we will be dancing and life will be good, people. All right, so let's get on to our news here. There's only really one or two that I really wanted to have a look at because I'm highly recommending you guys go and read the article that I'm going to show you guys with Andreas. Here's another good read here. If you guys haven't seen this one from yesterday yet, this is absolutely stupid. Bitcoin nemesis Dr. Doom threatens lawsuit over doctored video, and this is with Noel Rubini and Arthur Hayes from the BitMEX. And I watched as much of this as I possibly could. I read as much of this as I possibly could. And when you look on paper, you would figure that these guys would have an amazing debate and everything should be really good. But this guy, Mr. Rubini, I mean, he should never, ever be... He is like Tone Vase, who we're going to lead into our next one here, shouldn't be on TV ever again. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. And the guy from BitMEX, I mean, oh my God, you are not the guy to talk about cryptocurrency at all. Keep running BitMEX and making your profit. And both of these guys should literally stay out of the media. And again, if you ever want to know anything about Bitcoin and actual cryptocurrency itself, go to Andreas Antonopoulos. Go research a guy like Eric Voorhees. Find a guy like Trace Mayer. Other than that, everybody else is pretty much the biggest loser, and they're just really in it for the media time. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, to be honest with you. Where's the other one I'm looking for here? Tone Vase predicts plunge in Bitcoin mining following the halvening event. Okay, so again, for me, I respect that anybody that comes out onto YouTube and puts their voice and talks about anything. But again, if you backtrack Tone Vase from today all the way back to when he was starting on YouTube, this guy is a complete failure. He's never, ever been right. If Tone Vase was ever right, Bitcoin would be sitting at $750 right now, and this guy would be a fucking multi-billionaire. He's never, ever been right. And the fact that he can take a chart and show new people from 2017 how to read a fucking candle and a buy block is ridiculous. Again, if you can ever come out here and show me where he's made a prediction and he's been right a week after that prediction, I'd be shocked, and I'll do fucking cartwheels on camera for you guys. He's never been right. So I don't know why he keeps all of these people that keep getting this media time are the people that have been wrong the entire time that crypto has even been on YouTube or social media. So let's have a look at our top 24. Who's been gaining and who's been getting their butts kicked. We see Walton, and again, everything looks like it's just starting to slide back right now after maybe 4 hours of momentum. Walton Chain has actually had about 5 days of solid growth before it's starting to come out here. As you can see with Quant's probably had about a 3-day. Waves has had about a 6-hour rush, and that's about it. Other than that, Waves sucked for 6 days. Solvecoin has actually had a nice 7-day push, as you can see there, and the list continues. What's been read here for the last day? We got Nebulous at minus 11. Dentcoin, Clippercoin, two pieces of shitcoin that constantly get pumped up and just dumped onto people in the market. As you can see, looking at their charts, just look at that. That is pump and dump all the way. pump and dump all the way, people. So we haven't got much more. We just wanted to come out and say, Andreas has got his Facebook coin video up there, and we wanted to get you guys out here to come out and have a look at that. And again, there's just not much positive that we can put into the market. The news has been just stale, crappy news this whole week. And what we really need to do is just simply buckle up and get ready to get through. We just need to get through July and August, then things will be good. That's all we got to keep telling ourselves. Hang in there. We're 6 weeks more of this playing, this up and down, this sideways down, 6 to 7 more weeks of this crap. Fully expect a couple more heavy pullbacks at some point here. But I don't think the really heavy pull, like we're going to still see we've been seeing our 12 to 15 billion in profits taken out. That's normal. But the really heavy pullbacks, I still think we're about 2 weeks out from that. And then we're going to have one really bad one in August, and then after that one we should be good after that. So we haven't got much more for you guys, just coming out trying to stay positive for everybody in there. Put your big boy pants back on, come in, have a look at Andreas Antonopoulos' video, because again, right now in this space, and I've said it forever, we're going to keep seeing more and more really dumb people coming in thinking they know what they're going to talk about. And as you can tell, if you're somebody that's been in this space, there's nobody other than Andreas Antonopoulos, Trace Mayer, Eric Voorhees. Those are about the only 3 guys that you could actually come out onto cryptocurrency and actually get an honest opinion without worrying about them getting shares, likes, subscribes, pumping up bullshit and the whole bit. So that's all I got for you guys. Just again, be out there, be safe. If you're trading, swing trading, do your thing and get your money off those exchanges and get it back into your wallet. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you go out there, have a great weekend, hug the ones you love. This is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.